Szewczaks. It's me, Maja Szewczak, and welcome to another Translucent Monday. Today I'll be working with those green beads that are translucent. But what will I make? Cue in the Brainstorm with Maja Szewczak segment, please. Hello! Welcome to the Brainstorm with Maja Szewczak segment. It was hard to come up with ideas that use all of these shapes in one thing. So it was hard to think about that, especially that it had to meet the criteria of keeping the translucency, the green color, and use all of them in one. It is hard, but that's the challenge of this video. So I did think of some things. I'm now going to show you it. Here's the idea page number 1. I was going to do a topiary crate box, then a firefly cave display, like a light up thing, but that didn't go into it. I was still thinking when I was filming that part, maybe a volcano, like a cactus volcano, but no. Then I've started to go into idea page 3, which I later started to put more ideas on how to use these. And I was thinking of the gazebo. However, that didn't work with the size of this bead. Then a cactus display, and I've decided to go with this. There would be a cactus arrow leading to the oasis at the desert. Okay, let's do that one. We're going to cut this off so I could make the arrow. Hopefully it will work. Okay, I've cut half of it and it looks like this. It's fine, because the idea of it was there, but the execution will look a bit different. Okay, now I have to put in the wire to do the arrow to the oasis. I'm going to feed it through, and we're going to, using this wire, add the heart-shaped bead to style it as an arrow. Okay, since that is done, now we're going to close the wire. Okay, done. The criteria is to keep things green, but I want the arrow to be at least a darker green, or a bit more grayish tone that still is green. We're going to use some cool gray 5 on the arrow to make the green a bit gray toned so it stands out, and to be honest, it's darkening the green a little bit, this gray, which is a good thing. I was going to use dark forest green, but this gray is actually helping it be green in a better way than the dark forest green. I usually use the dark forest green as my to-go dark green, because this is a really dark green. That's what I've used. But in that case, I've used a gray, cool gray 5, and it looks nice. Now with gray olive green, I'm going to blend it out, the excess on the cactus, just so it looks better, and like you would know there's an arrow somewhere. And now that's the arrow. At home I'll cut this off. Right now it looks like this. The green rose will be stitched onto this piece of cardboard and the flower. However, I'll put the flower on the piece of wire so it could stay in its upward shape. So feeding it through and inserting for the sake of its shape. So we're just with the wire adding it in. And this is done. Now it's time to stitch those pieces on. I tried to cut here. However, I successfully, as a side effect, got another wing off. That's good. So now I can change the direction of the arrow. I've used some blue translucent beads and colored it dark forest green so it's at least a little bit green. Okay, time to now get the arrow connected to the cactus display. Okay, I fixed it onto the flower. However, to make it hold like that, I'll have to glue it at home along with these. So I'll finish the project at home I've even decided to use a lid from a water bottle as part of the light up cactus display. And I've added wire for flowers. I'm just going to touch up that arrow. It's not standing out enough. Because there's a lot of green. I'll make one exception of keeping things green. I'm going to use coral pink to make it at least stand out a lot more. At least the arrow. Coral pink done. At least it stands out more now. Here's the desert backdrop, and that's how it looks like in it. It will light up if I put in my LED lights. However, I hadn't finished it, although it looks finished. Also, I'm going to put plastic spikes and flowers on the cacti to decorate it. Back to filming in Northern Ireland. Now I'm going to glue this cactus, and I'm going to add more cacti with the cut up butterfly bead. Just going to glue them in before going in with the plastic spikes. And one here. And now it's time to let the cacti dry. The cacti have dried. Now it's time for the plastic sequin flowers and spikes to be glued on. So I've made them using sequins. Now I'm going to start with the flower. The spikes will help it look even more like a cactus. But yet keep the translucency. That's what I'm trying to do. Because in Mallorca there was a lot of cacti. Maybe that's why, that's the reason I got inspired to do a cactus thing for this translucent Monday. Maybe it's that. Although Mallorca isn't as much of a desert, but there was a lot of cacti there. A lot of it. Even the hotel that I've stayed at. And lots of apartment buildings had it too. And other hotels that I did not stay at, but I was seeing while traveling around. So maybe that's why I've decided to do cactus display. It will also light up, but I'm going to show you it later. So, for privacy reasons, I try not to say what hotel I've stayed at. But I did like the hotel. It was a really good hotel that I've stayed at. Although I will not say what for privacy reasons. Although now, since I'm back home, they now take my room for someone else to enjoy. Although someone else has my hotel room now, yet I had to take everything that was mine with me home. So the plastic spikes aren't that sharp, although real cacti is, but that's just all high scale things that I'm making. I'm just like to glue things on, especially small tiny details, because it's satisfying to see the end results and very rewarding to see the end results with that. And besides, that was the only thing left for me before concluding this video and showing the final product. And with LED lights at the end. Because it's like this. Okay, now the flowers on the arrow. The flowers on the arrow. I think it will decorate the arrow really nicely. Okay, now this has to dry again. For concluding the video, I'm going to show you with LED lights. So the bottle plastic cactus lights up like this. And now I'm going to show you the beads and how they light up, because the cactus can light up. Now it's time for the cactus rose and other cacti. Wow, look at how the flower shaped cactus reflects light. And the arrow. Wow. Wow. Look at the arrow and the flowers. I mean cacti, but the shapes are very flower-like. Okay, that was the test. So, Szewczaks, what do you think of the cacti? Please tell me in the comments, and bye, Szewczaks. See you in another video. Bye.